I mean, you don't see kids outside that much anymore. Like, when we were kids, like, it's almost, I mean, it was probably dangerous to drive back then, because it's like, you just run over a kid, like fucking chasing a ball in the street. Dude. Now it's like, I don't even think I've seen a kid on the streets. Like, even like, Lake Tahoe, like, we all know Tahoe, and it's it used to be just like chaos. Yeah. And the other day, I finally saw like 2 kids with bikes walking them up the hill, which already made me ashamed. I'm like, we used to pump up that hill.
We would tough it out.
But at least I was like, you're outside. Like, where's the young people these days?
Kids, but what they have lost is imagination. Like, and that sounds corny as fuck, but I'm serious. I remember every time that I used to come up to Tahoe, I'd be looking at sticks on the ground and being like, what would make a good slingshot? What would make a good bow? What would make a good, like, fake gun? You know what I mean?
Bust out
the bazooka with the stick, like, doom,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Your homies are like, he busted out the bazooka stick.
Yeah, dude.
That was the funnest thing too, because then Boppy, our grandpa, and your uncle.
Shouts out Boppy.
Shout out to Boppy big time, man.
He would Grizzly Holden.
Holden, baby. Dude, he would make us the dopest bow. Like, if he's like, all right, go find me just a good bent stick, like an arrow. We'd just be like, all right, we found like the best one we could. And he'd be like, all right. And just take, like, fishing line, dude, and just carve around the top, carve around the bottom, like a nice little notch circle. Yep. Then wrap it around, boom, dude. Now go find some straight sticks, and we're going to carve some fucking arrows, dude.
Exactly.
We go hunting for chipmunks and squirrels and
never
shit.
Never catch anything, but, never even get close.
Hop up in a tree, you're, like, taking off in the airplane, 6, 4, 5, 6, right heading out.
Yep, exactly. And then, like, at the end of the day, like, we wouldn't catch anything, and then one of us would get all testy and be like, bink, right into our ass, like, you fucker, you got me
shooting at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Slingshots with rocks.
No matter what you're doing with sticks, it's eventually going to turn into some kind of stick fight.
You try. Yeah, exactly. You turn on each other.
Exactly.
It's so true, though. But nowadays, dude, like, seriously, you don't see that shit, you know? And it's like, that was the funnest thing about going to a friend's house and, like, having a sleepover and, like, hanging out, playing fucking 64, GameCube, Xbox till the fucking break of dawn, dude.
Then, like, getting bored and, like, having Nerf wars and shit.
God, Airsoft
battles.
Airsoft. Well,
I don't even think kids these days can handle it. It's like, you can hop on Call of Duty, but can you step outside and handle like a little plastic BB and you don't hurt that bad? They'd be like, Mom, you know?
Yep. And we graduated though. Like, we went from like sticks, bows and arrows and slingshots to Nerf guns, which was like, this is cool. Like, you can shoot something. And then we were like, wait a second, there's actual models of guns with plastic BBs.
Like a gun that won't kill my friend and I can shoot at him? That's a dream come true.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was like, we were obsessed with it for years.
Like, I mean, it was so fun. I'd like drive up to your guys' house. I'd like have my BBs ready, my Airsoft thing ready. I'm like, run in, like, let's fucking go! And run across to the field, like, start at different sides, like.
And we get so bummed out when like the batteries would run out and shit. Electric machine guns.
Exactly. Nowadays, I bet the batteries would be like, it lasts for 4 days. We just wouldn't even go to sleep.
If we were kids now, my God, like with the technology, I bet
you like put us in a simulator. We're just all at home playing video games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. We'd be just like those kids, just sitting there on our asses.
What I loved about Airsoft too is like, okay, so like you would get your gun, and then I'm like, I need to get my gun. I'd go to the store, I couldn't get the same color. So, like, you might have blue BBs, you might have red, and I got green or something. So, like, and then you'd shoot them, and you'd be like, you didn't get me, you know? You're like, dude, there's green BBs right there.
Like, bro, like, I saw the BB jump before. You're like, that was from earlier, bro. Like, I was in the same spot, bro. Like, no, you weren't, bro.
Yeah, we played on the honor system, dude. I got hit.
Yeah.
If you that was the thing.
If you got messed up and you knew it, you couldn't, you know.
Yeah, like if you got hit and you knew it, you felt it, and, like everybody could see you.
You're just like plugged. And then occasionally you like stand up and take another BB, and you're like, what the fuck, bro?
Like that was
I was hit, bro. I was done, bro. Like, I'm heading in, bro. And he was like, no. And he's like, all right, maybe one more round.
Exactly.
Always one more round.
Exactly. See, my biggest beef was with paintballers. I was like, dude, you guys are so fucking lame. I cannot
paintball
even.
sucks.
Dude,
Like,
it's literally like taking like an arena and like having these obstacles mirrored on the other side, and then you're just shooting at each other, just like playing this like fucking like old school like Revolutionary War type shit. Like, all right, everybody, line up.
Exactly.
You
We
got
already
me.
know where each other. We know where everybody is. Like you might have obstacles to hide behind, but I know where you are.
But they're the
like,
same. It's not like offset. It's not like, okay, well, we have 2 big barriers. They've got 3 medium ones. It's like no, it's a mirrored course. And you're like, no, that's not fun.
and like Airsoft, you had to have sauce. Like, you can only get so good of a gun, and it's like, you gotta like make that win happen. And it's like someone comes out there like, spent $1,200 on my gun, and,
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
You have like a pump shotgun, you're like...
Like remember we were talking about my buddy Mike who had the fucking.
Oh my god!
The
So yeah, there were the
electric
kids like,
machine gun, dude,
because you
like-
can spend like $100 get a great gun.
Yeah.
Then this motherfucker like would take a whole tank of 5,000 BBs, pull, and he had an M60, like, and that shit was like a leaf blower, like 200 feet per second faster than our guns. Like you just be tucked behind a bush when you normally can't get hit, you just be like.
Have some
Straight
cover
through the
fire.
bush, like your toes, your face are getting hit.
Oh, and it hurt, dude.
Oh, it hurt. I remember the first time he like shot that shit, I was like, nope. What the
Well, remember,
fuck?
yeah, when he first brought it out, we were just like, all right, Mike, like, your gun is too good, so it's you versus all of us, and you have to sit up here on this balcony.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
like
have to run
sniper
around
battle
and like,
almost.
and I think there was a game we played where like, this side of the house was like, if you got to it, it was home base. Like, if we win,
Oh
if
yeah,
all of
you
us
get to
there.
the territory. Yeah.
And then we start on the other side of
It's
the
like Duck
backyard.
Hunt.
Yeah, it's like
From
like
Halo.
Duck Hunt, exactly. Like we're just going across the map, and he would just sit there, dude, and he fucking loved it too because he was just sitting there mowing on it.
Oh,
and we was
mowing, lawnmowing us down like
dude,
grass.
It was fun though because like there were times where we did beat him. Like we were just
totally.
All right, I'm laying him down, and then Jimmy runs, and then like
Yeah,
Jimmy
like,
made it.
Get
all
right under him, like. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. I remember
Yeah, we'd
that
get
the
right below him, and like we'd be signaling to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
there was a point though where like you figured out you're like, okay, like between 400 and like 500 FPS doesn't hurt. But if you're over 600, we're not gonna
it's-
like. You're almost at
500 is
question
still
that.
fucking
Oh,
hurt.
dude, if
It
you
was
keep
more
it
like
consistently-
300 to
That's what I mean.
400 was appropriate.
There-
Once you hit
exactly.
5, bro, that
Yeah, like-
shit was like leaving a
Like I had that,
well.
I had
Oh,
that
man.
L96 sniper. Remember that big
Oh, my
sniper that was
God.
like metal and everything? Like
Yeah.
that thing had like probably 700 FPS on it.
Yeah,
And that
but
thing
I can
was
accept
fun.
it if you're like one shot.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
cracking,
and
but
you
if
have the bolt
like,
action too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're close, that shit hurt. But if
Oh,
you were
yeah.
far away, it was just like a normal shot. But it was just you could hit somebody from way far
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
no, totally.
Man, that was the best. I had an MP5K. That was my first one that I
Yeah,
got. An
that's
MP5.
right.
Man, it was the
Electric.
best thing. And
I had the tan AK, remember?
AK,
Yep.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
I had a dual
AK.
mag on mine, so I could fill up the one end and then I could fill up the second one too. So it was like literally, it would just fucking like after you're done with the full clip, it would just like automatically switch. I didn't even have to do anything.
What?
Yeah, and it would just
Oh,
like
yeah.
load into the other one and.
Because it's literally like a loader for the other clip.
Yep,
It's not
and you
really
just
like.
stuff it, dude, and it just
It's
fucking.
just
You were set up with that.
I remember
guy.
you like
Oh.
shove your finger in there, like, come on, work those BBs down.
Yeah.
Work those BBs
Yeah.
down. Top it off a little more, like, work those BBs
Because
down.
it did. Like,
Pack
if
it.
you could
You
get a
wanna
little
pack it.
extra more, dude,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that would be the, that would
It
be
could
the
be a difference
contender.
maker. Yeah.
Totally, yeah. The MP5K was great because it was an SMG, so like it wasn't heavy on me, so I could like literally sprint with this fucking thing across and like do a
Yeah, you were
slide into a
quick.
bush.
Yeah.
Quick, dude.
But if you had like the sniper, you kind of had to like be
It
like,
was
okay,
heavy.
I need to post up somewhere and like
yeah.
be like.
well, like
holding this
usually,
thing,
if you
like-
had the sniper, like or me, if I had the sniper, I would have to have something else with me, like a little pistol or something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
got close.
It was just like
Close
too
combat
heavy and
was-
too slow, like crazy.
when you had the bolt action.
So
you
listen to
literally
all the
click,
shit we're
clack, clack.
talking about. Fuck you, paintball.
yeah, fuck
Exactly.
Fuck you, paintball.
And
Like,
then
there's
all
no
the same
having a
model.
different weapon.
Nope.
There's no, like,
No. It's
customizing
all
what
the
you
same
do. It's just
shit.
like, I shoot paintballs out of the
and-
fakest looking fucking
Gun
thing ever with a
ever.
fucking big ball on the
Yeah,
top of
when
the
you're all like armored up, you have like a vest on that's like you can't even feel if you get hit
Oh,
in the
man.
vest. Like, if you get hit in the arm, you
I
get
l-
welts, but it's like
Yeah.
it was
I
like
But like
love
you
that.
like
That's
some
like
of
a
my
half
fucking
your-
airsoft gun. That shit hurt like a bitch.
oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean
dude, that
too?
shit
Like
hurt. And you come back with welts all over you on your stomach and shit.
I think one of the my favorite parts was getting ready because you got to see like who was trying to be tough that day, and they're like, "Fuck it, I don't need my sweatshirt, I don't need my goggles," or like something like you're like, "Okay, like
right,
you're wearing shorts."
Or like,
today?
don't let your mom come out in the
shorts.
field and catch you without those goggles, bro.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
We finna all
my
hear
God.
it.
We were playing with one of our friends, EJ and Danny and all them.
Oh yeah.
I remember one time I
They
had
had
my
good wars
sniper
over there.
rifle. Yeah, we had great.
I feel
wars
like
at
if
their
we
house.
paid anybody else, we just fucked them up.
Oh yeah, we were
Like,
good.
unless it was competitive, but
was
like
super
a lot of
competitive.
other people would just be like, light them up.
Oh,
They're
big
not
time.
ready
Big
for this
time.
situation they're
Oh,
getting
Yep.
into.
Well, this time we played it. We played wars all the time with these kids, and one time we were playing, and I think it was right when I was had the sniper rifle and was using it a lot, and we had goggles on, like our ATV goggles and shit, and I was playing against EJ, and I think Drew and EJ were on a team, and then me and Danny was like we switched brothers and stuff.
So
And like I just came up, and EJ was like hiding behind they had literally tipped over a table, and they were hiding behind a table and
Yep.
popping up and shooting at us. And EJ pops up, and I go bow and hit him square in the forehead,
Bro,
the biggest.
how about this
ever.
story? I walk. Okay, my boy Stuart has a fucking plastic pistol. He has no clip in it. I'm calling over to his house. I walk in his room. He points it straight between my eyes. Fires. He did not know it was actually still had a
Loaded.
BB in it.
Oh.
He hit me right here.
Oh.
I was like, you motherfucker, you almost just blinded me. You're lucky you have like a good shot. Jesus Christ. Like,
Oh, man.
and he was like, no, I didn't shoot you. I'm like, oh, you didn't shoot me. Then what the fuck just hit me? What is this? Well,
Right
I
here.
just grow a
What is this?
fucking pimple, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I was like too young. I'm like, I'm not even hitting fucking puberty, you motherfucker. You know?
This is not a pimple. This
Yeah.
is a welt.
Yeah.
Point blank, shoot me in the head.
Oh man, I remember one time. This is probably one of the funniest stories because like me and my buddy Danny, he was one of the brothers of EJ, and he was my age, so we used to hang out and always airsoft. And he got an AK, and it was like, oh, and he upgraded. He like finally got something that wasn't pump. It was electric.
Oh god, you remember when the homie would come out? You all come out with the autos. He's like, I got the $24 pump shotgun. He's like, it's just like, he's like. Just
And
kidding.
it's one BB.
Yeah. Oh, it's just one. Oh, it's not a real
It was
shotgun.
never real. It was just a little. It
Hey,
was like
that
a
would have
long
been sick
rifle.
if they made
Oh, yeah.
shells.
real
A shell-based airsoft gun would have been nuts.
They
Oh,
made
dude.
grenades later on.
Oh,
they made grenades so
God.
you
I know.
could
We
literally
were,
have an airsoft.
we were already getting out of it before.
I know.
When that shit came up. Oh, this thing's.
Low battery.
Oh, it's done. But we still got that going.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we got the far camera.
Yeah.
But so, dude, I remember we had this one war where we're at Danny's house, and it's a pretty good yard. You got like the front and the backyard connecting, so it was like
Okay.
you could go around. And so me and Danny, for some reason, I'm sure we did like different teams and stuff, but it was now me and Danny, and we have like the electrics,
Yeah.
And like I think we had one because I had an Uzi. I think was my first one actually that I actually bought, but it was like decent. It was like an Uzi, so it's not like you don't have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But you can use it good, but you have to be smart. So we gave him that, and then like Chris had like a pump shotgun. It was Chris and Ian on a team, and so one time I'm going around and like I'm literally just going like sneak mode, dude. Like I'm just like moving quick.
Oh, the
and,
moments
like,
you go like real sneak mode, you're like, today I'm gonna fucking crawl for 10 minutes. No one's gonna
Yes.
see me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bust out on them.
Exactly.
Right where they don't think I'm gonna be.
And I had one of those moments. So they were behind this shed. Like, we're starting on opposite sides of the house. And they're still sitting there planning their attack. And they're just like they're sitting there.
We're
And,
gonna do that.
and the funniest part is this kid, Ian, at the time, had a lisp. So he was like, dude, Chris, I don't think that we're going to be able to take them on. They got so many shots on us. They can't. And then I was just like sitting there like laughing. I'm like, I'm going to fuck them up. And just like turn around the corner with my MP5 and just like, I was like, oh God, we quit. Those were the best times though, those airsoft wars,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
that was
dude.
the funnest shit ever.
Oh yeah. Oh, and like at Tahoe. Tahoe's just
Oh,
the fucking
Tahoe was
best,
the shit.
bro.
Well, that
Like,
was the first time that you showed me airsofting because like I wasn't into it at all. I don't think we were.
Yeah.
No,
And then-
my boy Stuart got me into it because I remember it was like he got an airsoft gun like young and he had like a shotgun, one-shot shotgun, and like a pistol. We'd play. My mom was like, "Oh, I hate they are doing this. Like, they're getting militarized at a young age. Like,
Yeah.
you're never
Oh my
getting one.
God.
And I would just bitch and bitch and bitch. And she let me get one. And that's probably when I put you guys on to
Oh,
it.
I think the first time
You
what
brought
got me
3.
into it was I came over to your house, like when we went to your
Oh,
place.
yeah.
In the
Oh,
Bay.
because you remember you played in the field.
Yeah, we played in that, like, there's a lot. I don't even know
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's there anymore.
We call it the field. Oh,
The
it's still
field,
there.
yeah, and it was steep, man.
Yep.
And oh man, that shit was fun. That was where I first played, and that was like with the little $24 pump shotgun and
Yep.
the pistol with no clip. Like,
I mean,
that
if you
was
just
it.
only had those guns, it'd probably be pretty fun. As long as, like, one person has, like, an automatic, it's like...
it's fucking
Oh, then you
not
have to.
fun.
Then all your friends have to upgrade because you're like, this isn't fair. We gotta get it.
Or you have to like make it really uneven. Like he's by himself, and we're
Yeah,
all
it's like the
going.
mic thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were in Tahoe when I think maybe Ant had bought a pump pistol, and then you had a pump shotgun and a pump pistol. So we had 3 for all of us. And we're doing like a free-for-all in the winter time too, by the way. So we have like sweatshirts on and goggles and shit. And like, I just remember I had no idea what I was like getting into, but I was so pumped. Like, this was so cool. And like, I remember you guys gave me the pump shotgun because it was like my first time. You're like, all right, you at least get the shotgun. And then like, I just remember like Jimmy being like across, like on your cabin, like where your deck, you know, where you walk up. And, like, you were, like, on that corner, and I'm, like, behind, like, that big-ass tree, like, over, like, where your parking lot kind of
Yeah.
is. And I just remember, like, looking over, and then, like, you, like, aimed the perfect bullet because it was kind of windy, and it, like, curved, dude. Like, I saw the BB coming, and it, like, nailed me in the cheek, dude, and I was just like, whoa, like, just like, that kind of stuff. Like, this is exciting.
Yeah,
Like,
this ain't fucking Nerf no more, motherfucker, you know?
Oh, exactly. I just remember that, like, right on my cheek, though, like, pink. I was just like, whoa, that was real.
That was exciting.
It was, like, exhilarating. You're like,
I'm gonna be
wow.
I'm gonna be the selfish one and take this cool looking beer.
Oh, yeah,
That
that's all
does
good.
look like a nice
And I'll
beer.
open it with my teeth for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There you go.
Good luck. What if we just got her on recording and you pop
No, I'm
your tooth and
kidding.
break your tooth?
Dude, remember yesterday your mom almost
Oh my
did
God.
caught you?
I'm like
that was
leaning
pissed.
over yesterday. I'm like, and I'm like kind of faking like I did get a bottle opener. And I'm like, could I just say like Jimbo?
Yep.
Oh shit.
And I look up. She's like 4 feet away from
Furious,
me. I'm
dude.
like, oh man,
Like, sorry, mom.
yeah.
I love this shit. It's just so easy.
Oh, yeah. Could you pass me the Michelob?
Yeah.
Oh, those twist-offs?
Yeah.
This isn't a, this is an intense strange beer.
What is that? That's an IPA for sure. That's Alpha Centauri. Yeah.